The state championship game is 7 weeks away, and either one of these teams could be playing for the title. But tonight, a district championship hangs in the balance. The defending state champion Denton Ryan Raiders, ranked number 1 in the state in 5A Division I, on the road to face 5th-ranked Frisco Lone Star in a battle of district unbeatens. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ford Center at the Star. Mike Leslie and Julius Lewis here with you, as always, on Friday Night Football, and this is the game of the week across the state. Number 1 and number 5 in the state in 5A Division I, two teams that have had this game circled on their calendars all year long.
Yeah, everything they worked for so far this season is coming down to tonight.
The district that these two teams play in, no disrespect to anybody else in the district, but nobody else can play with them. They both won their game against the third best team in this district by at least 3 touchdowns. This is the game that matters in this district. This is the game that decides the district championship. It also decides seeding in the 5A Division I playoffs. Region 2 is loaded. There's a lot of really good teams in that region. Your path through the playoffs is a lot easier if you win this game tonight.
Yeah, getting that 1 seed is very important for both of these teams. Like you said, it's going to be really easy for the path going forward, and it's going to be a good game tonight. And
if you lose tonight, your path is, put it this way, either way, your path is incredibly difficult. Whoever wins this game is going to probably play the number 10 team in the state in the second round. That's how good Region 2 is, but it is at least a little bit easier if you win this game tonight. There is talent all over the football field. No fewer than 16 future Division I players on these two rosters. There are 2 kids that are 4-star prospects that aren't even our players to watch. Garrett Rangel, the quarterback from Frisco Lone Star, Austin Jordan, the corner from Denton Ryan, because that's how good these rosters are. There are other key players that we're going to talk about in a moment. The talent level on the field tonight is exceptional.
Yeah, both these rosters are so talented. There's a reason why they've been beating teams how badly they have been. And tonight, I just want to see them play their game and show why these guys are the most talented in the district.
You just hope in a game like this, with as much talent, with as much on the line, that the game actually lives up to all the hype, because we could hype this one up for the next hour, and it would be worth doing because the matchup is that good. You just hope the game itself actually lives up to it. Let's get to our players to watch for tonight. First, for the visiting Denton Ryan Raiders, their linebacker Anthony Hill, 5-star prospect. This kid is ridiculous.
Yeah, I love when we get to highlight the defensive players. He's a very physical guy, physical tackler, good at getting off blocks, and he shows every game why he's the most physical guy on the field.
Ryan's head coach Dave Hennigan said he may end up being one of the best to ever play here. If you know the history of Denton Ryan, you know how substantial a statement that really is. Meanwhile, for Frisco Lone Star, Ashton Ginty leads the nation in touchdowns this year, 39 in 9 games, 4.3 touchdowns per game. Per game. That's how often this kid finds the end zone. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a crazy stat. He's really good out of the backfield, explosive pass catcher, explosive runner, good in space, and he shows every week why he has so many touchdowns.
They use him in so many different ways. 29 of those touchdowns on the ground, but 10 more through the air. They'll put him out at wide receiver. He'll catch balls out of the backfield. He is incredibly electric. Don't go anywhere. There's not a better game for you to watch statewide tonight. Top-ranked Denton Ryan and number 5 Frisco Lone Star next on Friday Night Football. How in the world? On 4th and less than a yard, the 5, touchdown. What a catch. Nice cut upfield to Pater. What's better than Texas high school football, man?
We are not here to fit into a mold. We are here to celebrate and learn from the unexpected, diverse, and beautiful gente. The fuerte, the strong, the ones risking it all para la familia, para la oportunidad, for the lovers of dance, of food, of music. Que viva! We're here to grow together. We are here to thrive juntos, celebrating our lives every day. La vida.
Our stories are everything. We tell them to help us understand who we are and where we're going from here. That's why we're sharing even more WFAA original stories, where the seeds of healing are sown by those who have reaped so much pain. Stories where ancient rhythms can speak so much louder than words, and a 50-year march for equality can become a national reality, one bold step at a time. WFAA Originals. Story is everything. Weeknights at 10.
Misinformation, fabrication, and falsehoods. Fake news is on the rise, and it's coming from all sides. On WFAA News at 10, we're separating the fiction from the facts with our series, Verify. You ask the question. Our team verifies the answer. We find sources and get explanations. Have something you want verified? Find us online or email verify@WFAA.com. Watch weeknights at 10 on WFAA.
The news can bring you down. That's why on Daybreak we balance that with I Am Up.
Up on all the latest around town, sure, but also celebrity gossip, sports, and...
Well, you've got to be up on the weather before you head out the door. And don't forget the...
Traffic. We're up in all the hot spots. Plus, we are giving you plenty of reasons to smile.
Because we are up with Daybreak.
What about you?
As we welcome you live inside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, WFAA proudly presents Friday Night Football live on the WFAA Digital Network, the final game of the 2021 regular season as the defending state champion Denton Ryan visits number 5 ranked Frisco Lone Star. Denton Ryan's head coach, Dave Hennigan, in his 8th year at Denton Ryan. That's one of their special teams coaches. Lone Star's head coach Jeff Rayburn in his 9th year at Lone Star. Hennigan and Denton Ryan won a state championship a year ago. Lone Star went to the state semifinals back in 2019, lost to this Denton Ryan team. Tonight, it was Lone Star that won the opening coin toss and deferred, so it is Denton Ryan football first, Julius. And we get a chance to see this Ryan Raiders offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out here tonight. I'm really excited to see both teams compete tonight.
So it's Cody Green to kick it away for the Lone Star Rangers. Jordan Bailey and Austin Jordan. A junior taking over for Seth Hennigan, who was the starter a year ago. Now the starter is a freshman at Memphis. So big shoes to fill for Callan Davis. And Julius, he's not alone on this Denton Ryan football team with big shoes to fill. They lost a lot of talent off of last year.
Yeah, they did lose a lot, but they've also replaced a lot, and they know that.
Caleb Hicks, the starting running back, the younger brother of Kiori Hicks, who was the starter for this team a year ago. Now at Texas A&M Commerce. Quick swing to the near side. Jordan Bailey with his first reception of the football game and into the secondary. And down to the 45-yard line. A nice burst there from Jordan Bailey. He was just that close to taking it to the house.
Yeah, he made the first guy miss. It was that Jalen Braxton. He made him miss and nearly took that one to the house. Shows you how electric these guys are on the outside.
Denton Ryan in the road white uniforms, Lone Star in their blues. Denton Ryan ranked number 1 in the state in 5A D1 and the defending champs. Lone Star ranked 5th, jumping up to 5th this week after their win a week ago against the Colony. Caleb Hicks with the handoff once again on the fresh set of downs. Breaks a couple tackles, gets to the outside across midfield. Caleb Hicks down the sideline, inside the 30, inside the 20, and finally run out of bounds by Jalen Braxton inside the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal at the 10, and Denton Ryan came ready to play tonight.
Yeah, this is a nice run right here. Looked dead in the water from the beginning. He was able to show some athleticism and bounce to the outside. Got some good blocking there from his teammates.
1st and goal right at the 10-yard stripe, and a very impressive opening drive for Denton Ryan. Hicks with the handoff once again.
Yeah, he's a very physical runner. He got offers from lots of schools. Should have his choice of which ones to go to after it's all said and done. I think they might as well just give it to him again.
2nd and goal from inside the 6-yard line, and that's going to be Anthony Hill, their stud linebacker. They'll bring him in short yardage situations. A little bit bigger than Caleb Hicks, Julius, and not quite able to find pay dirt there, but they'll use his big 6'2", 225-pound frame in this circumstance.
Yeah, times like this when you're down here and you need those hard yardage, it makes sense to give it to your bigger guy. But if Lone Star can get a stop right here, it'll be really good for him, hold him to a field goal.
3rd and goal from the 3. 2 big chunk plays from Denton Ryan to get down here, but now a 3rd down. Davis, pop pass over the top into the end zone, touchdown. Marquis Hill. Two minutes and 50 seconds into the football game, and Denton Ryan is struck first.
Yeah, just got him right there with the pop pass. Eyes were in the backfield a little bit too long.
Callan Davis to Marquis Hill, a 3-yard hookup and the little pop pass, and it's 6-0 Denton Ryan. Extra point from Clayton Robler, up and through, and it's a 7-0 start here for Denton Ryan.
It's a fast start. They wanted to start fast. You got to take advantage of each possession, especially when guys out here can score just like that.
A year ago, a 35-21 win for Denton Ryan in this matchup that was also a district championship game. Tonight, both teams come in 7-0 in district play. And Denton Ryan with a 7-0 start, thanks to Marquis Hill finishing the job. Of course, the big gainer courtesy of Caleb Hicks up the left sideline. And you said it, Julius, that play looked dead in the water.
It did. He's just a talented guy. Able to keep his balance.
Broke a couple tackles in the backfield, was able to evade Fogo Sequoia, and out the back door he went.
Got a couple good blocks, too, on the outside.
So Robler set to kick it away. Deep to return for Frisco Lone Star, the ever-dangerous Ashton Ginty, standing at his own 2-yard line. Robler, the veteran kicker for Denton Ryan, will not be kicking the ball to Ashton Ginty today. It certainly would appear. You imagine they're going to try and keep the ball out of number 2's hands, and for good reason.
Yeah, I don't expect any kicks to go past the 30-yard line tonight.
Not for either team. Yeah. There are just the athletes that are deep to return are just too good. Jordan Bailey and Austin Jordan for Denton Ryan. You'll see Jordan Bailey, sometimes Garyon Robinson in the return game on the punt side for Denton Ryan. And then Ashton Ginty and Jalen Braxton for Frisco Lone Star. There's just no value in kicking the ball to those young men. So out comes Garrett Rangel, the 4-star quarterback on his way to Oklahoma State, leading the charge here for Frisco Lone Star. And it'll be Ashton Ginty to take the handoff on the very first play into the pile and give him 6 on the first play of the set.
Yeah, he's a guy, regardless, when he gets the ball in his hands, you know he can score. what did you say? He averaged a touchdown every 5 touches or something like that?
Just about every 5.1 touches of the football, Ashton Jeanty gets in the end zone. That's what he's averaged this year, just under 200 touches on the season. That touch goes for only about 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3 here. They've got to get to the 38-yard line to pick up the first down. Nice job to fill the hole there by Ravante Blow.
Well, that's 2 touches right now, so we should be expecting a touchdown within the next 3 handoffs.
I will say the defense he's facing tonight, a little different than the defense he's faced over the course of the season throughout district play. 3rd down and 3, motion man across the formation. They're going to swing it near side for Jeanty and right into traffic and taken down, hog-tied by Michael G. And Lone Star will have to punt.
Yeah, if you're Denton Ryan, this is exactly how you wanted to come out the gates. They know how explosive this Lone Star offense is, and that's exactly how you stop an explosive offense. Come out from the beginning of the game and punch him in the mouth.
Michael G. just beat his man off the line of scrimmage and was waiting in the lap of Ashton Jeanty the moment he caught that football. So just about a perfect start for the Denton Ryan Raiders, showing why they are the #1 ranked team in the state of Texas. A touchdown drive in short order and a 3 and out. Line drive punt, fielded dangerously at his own 33-yard line. Quite frankly, Chance Rucker was fortunate that didn't become a disaster.
Yeah, surprised he didn't call for a fair catch there. I guess he saw something that we didn't. Thought he had the ability to make a couple guys miss.
I know what we saw was the Lone Star coverage team bearing down on him. But he fields it cleanly, and back comes Callan Davis and this Ryan Raiders offense. Jordan Bailey and Austin Jordan, the 2 speedsters on the outside. Antonio Thomas has got some speed as well. Slippery route runner, and Michael Davis a little bit of a bigger target for him in the passing game. And then Caleb Hicks here getting the carry once again. Nowhere to go this time. Nicely played by Ja'Cory Hargan.
Yeah, hopefully this Frisco Lone Star defense has settled down a little bit after that first drive. Really, the only thing that hurt him was bad tackling. They missed 2 tackles, gave up 2 big plays, and Denton Ryan was able to get down there quick.
Loss of a yard on the carry for Hicks. 2nd down and 11. Motion man across the formation is Davis on his way to Army next fall. He'll get the little pop pass here, trying to get the corner. Breaks 1 tackle, gets up the sideline. He's close to first down yardage, and I think with that last little effort, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 41, so just shy of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, I think he hopped out of bounds, but that's a good play right there. Get on the edge, try to out-leverage the defense, and make tackles in space.
And he's a load to take down. 6'1", just a little over 200 pounds. A little more heft than the average wide receiver. You see him there on the left side of the huddle, number 11. And speaking of heft, they've got Anthony Hill on the football field once again in a short yardage situation.
Yeah, he's a big guy. When I walked down there during pregame, he was one of the biggest guys on that sideline.
Timeout called by Frisco Lone Star. 7-0 our score in favor of Denton Ryan as we welcome you inside the broadcast booth here at Ford Center at the Star. We're getting kind of spoiled tonight. We're getting kind of spoiled tonight up here at Ford Center. Not a bad place to watch a football game.
It's a nice atmosphere out here, too. Both sidelines are kind of pumped right now. There's a lot of energy in the building tonight.
It'll be 3rd down, and they're going to call it 3 now for Denton Ryan out of the timeout.
Looks like they thought it was probably shorter than that.
And they've brought Caleb Hicks back on the football field now. And another stoppage. A little bit of a herky-jerky start to the night for our officiating crew, headed up by Ricky Herron tonight. 7-man crew. A game of this caliber, always going to get a 7-man crew.
You have
You'll
to.
see some 5-man crews sometimes around the state, but this kind of game, yeah. DFOA is making sure you got a 7-man crew this evening. Quick sideline warning, it looks like, on the far side. I don't know if it was an official one or if it was just a, hey, back up so we don't have to throw the flag. Prior to now, they are going to say 3rd and 2 once again. Hicks with the handoff, running left side into the secondary, galloping his way across midfield and out of bounds into Lone Star territory. And the ground game is working for Denton Ryan early on.
Yeah, they're finding a lot of success right now, bouncing everything to the outside. They had a couple of runs up in the middle earlier. They weren't successful. But every time they've had a big gain tonight, it's been a pass to the outside, a sweep to the outside, and a stretch to the outside.
Little muddle huddle here from Callan Davis and company, and right back to the line of scrimmage. Not quite midway through quarter number 1 here at Ford Center, and Denton Ryan looking for a fast start. Play action, Davis steps up in the pocket, flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Ja'Cory Hargan comes through to make the tackle after a pickup of 8, but it certainly looks like this is coming back.
Yeah, I think it's coming back. It might have been a holding right there by the tackle. Michael Perez, I think.
Holding. Offense, number 52. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
So second, beg your pardon, repeat. First down will be 1st and 20 for Denton Ryan.
Their first mistake of the game. See how it comes back.
It really is. Yeah. They haven't done a thing wrong until that point. It had been a very clean start for Denton Ryan.
We've got to see if Lone Star can capitalize on it. It's the biggest thing. You got to learn how to capitalize on your opponent's mistakes, get off the field.
Got a little pop pass to Michael Davis once again. Good blocking on the edge into the secondary. He's got the first down and then some. That play is very well run and very well designed, and Denton Ryan with a big first down.
Yeah, somebody's got to come up there and force the edge right there. You can't, yeah, who's that number? Looks like number 11 is getting pinned to the outside. You can't let that happen. Somebody's got to come up and set the edge.
Ja'Cory Hargan, the senior, beat by the other number 11, Michael Davis, to the edge. And it's 1st and 10 at the 25.
Yeah, but like I said, they're finding a lot of success running to the outside right now.
Motion man is Davis once again. Hicks on the handoff. Patient. Cuts upfield, another flag.
I really like how patient he was right there, letting his blocks develop. Looks like he's coming back, though.
Holding. Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
So Henry Appleton, one of their returning starters on this offensive line, an Army commit, gets tagged with the holding. That's 2 on this drive. They've already overcome the first one in a blink on the very first play following the holding penalty, but it's hard to have 2 of those against you in a possession.
Exactly, it is. But the way their offense is going right now, it looks like they're getting anything they want when they want it. And Lone Star has to capitalize right now.
Mike Leslie and Julius Lewis here with you on Friday Night Football, WFAA YouTube channel. We do appreciate you being with us. Let us know in the comment feed where you're watching from, who you're tuning in to see tonight as the handoff goes up the middle to Garyon Robinson. And a pickup of 5. First time we've seen the defensive specialist get a carry. He will do some of that. Then Ryan with a couple of fantastic defensive talents. Austin Jordan, a 4-star corner on his way to Texas. Anthony Hill, the 5-star junior linebacker with 30 different scholarship offers. And then Garyon Robinson, the stud senior safety, who has been very, very effective anytime he's gotten the ball in his hands in years past on the defensive side of the ball or in special teams. This year as a senior, after they graduated an awful lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball, they've moved him over to offense on occasion, and he gets the carry there for 5 yards. Now play action, swinging it near side. Jordan Bailey on the receiving end, this time bottled up very well by the Lone Star defense, and it's Jalen Braxton leading the charge.
Yeah, that was great pursuit right there by Fogo Sequoia. Was able to come from inside the box to make that play. Avoids a block. Is the first one to the ball. That's great hustle by him.
Sequoia just 5'8" and 170 pounds, but he was somebody that Denton Ryan head coach Dave Hennigan called out specifically when he and I spoke earlier this week. He said, I don't care how big or little that kid is, that is a football player. 3rd down and 14 now for Callan Davis. 2 wides to the top of the formation, 2 backs in the backfield with him. It's Davis in motion left to right. Straight drop for Davis. Looking near side, low and incomplete. Looking for Jordan Bailey, and it's 4th and long.
Yeah, he better be glad that ball was inaccurate, because if it was, it might have gone 6 the other way. The wide receiver slipped on the play, and the defensive back was right there.
Jordan Bailey, the younger brother of Amani Bailey, a former star here at Denton Ryan, now playing at Louisiana. And on 4th down, and the digital sticks say 14. The in-house scoreboard says 15. Take your pick. It's 4th and long, and they're going to go for it here just beyond the reasonable field goal range for Clay Robler. Too close to punt it, so they'll go for it here on 4th and 14. Have to get to the 15-yard line for a first down. Davis with pressure off his backside, evades it, looks downfield, fires, incomplete. And Lone Star with a big defensive stop.
It's a big stop right there for Lone Star, but if I'm Denton Ryan and I know I'm going for it on 4th down, why not get a little bit, like 5-6 yards out of the play before?
Exactly. It's a different play call on 3rd down if that's what you're expecting to do, and they were certainly in 4-down territory, there's no doubt. You do wonder why not have a different play call there that allows you to pick up a portion of it. Even if it's 4 or 5 yards, make that 4th down a little bit more manageable.
Exactly. But regardless, it's a good job right there by Lone Star getting off the field finally, allowing their offense to get a chance to even up the score.
Kevin Miner in the YouTube feed says watching from Round Rock tonight. Elise Rodriguez, a usual viewer here on Friday Night Football, again watching from Moscow. As Ashton Ginty shows you a little bit of what Ashton Ginty can do. A first down carry of 18, and they move the sticks right away.
Now they're going fast right here, trying to catch Denton Ryan on their, catch them on their heels.
Rangel quickly back to the line of scrimmage, hand off to Ginty, and he picks up 3 on the first play of the fresh set.
Pretty sure that's his 4th touch right there. I don't know if anybody else is keeping count.
198 touches coming into tonight's football game. 39 touchdowns coming into tonight's football game. 1 every 5.1 touches, and it's not even quite 5.1. It's 5.0 and some change.
One thing, though, I like about his game is how good he is in the backfield, or coming out of the backfield as a receiver. I know he's a great runner behind the ball, behind the line, but when he's out in space, he's really hard to defend.
That battle right there as Anthony Hill makes the tackle on Ashton Ginty, that is one heck of a battle over the course of tonight. Our 2 players to watch. How frequently can Anthony Hill be there to end Ashton Ginty runs? That is what may decide this football game.
It's a tough assignment, but he's a guy that his coaches know can do it.
Ginty on his way to Boise State. Hill, as I mentioned earlier, with 30 different scholarship offers. Look at that from Ashton Ginty, lowering his shoulder into the chest of Anthony Hill.
And I guess Ginty knows the assignment for him as well. I think that play was designed right for him, like an Oklahoma drill.
Right into the chest of a 5-star and pushed him back and picked up the first down. First time in Denton Ryan territory tonight for Frisco Lone Star. A very efficient drive from the Raiders to start off this football game, scoring 2 minutes and 50 seconds in. Now Ginty with the handoff once again, dragging tacklers down to the 37-yard line.
And if you're a receiver in this type of offense where you know your running back is going to get the ball, I feel like your job on the outside is just be physical. Just get in the head of the guy defending you. Let him know that, hey, I'm not getting the ball, but I'm still a physical presence out here.
Ginty averaging 8.7 yards a carry on the year. Now Rangel to the air, looking for Ginty into the end zone. Can't quite reach back to grab it. Looked like he tried to adjust to it maybe too quickly, Julius.
Yeah, it looked like he adjusted a little bit too early. He had the right idea to fade out a little bit to create some space, but I think he turned around just a little bit too early. A good ball, though.
Yeah, I think Ginty would have been better served there. And you see him tap his chest. My bad. I think he would have been better served there to just keep trucking and look back for the football a little bit later. Instead, 3rd down and 2. They've got to get right to the 35-yard stripe. Zanuck on YouTube says he's watching from Denton tonight. As Ginty gets the handoff, flags prior to the snap.
I think he would have had one guy to beat right there. They didn't blow the whistle. But he got some crazy stamina.
Prior to the snap. False start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Mike Terry, the senior, one of the leaders of this offensive line, gets hit with the false start there, and it's now 3rd down and 7. A comment from Ridgecat in the YouTube feed says that Denton Ryan's defense is easily top 10 to 15 in the state. Absolutely, and it has been every year for the last several years. They've ridden this defense to a lot of success. Rangel flush forward in the pocket, going to try and run for it. Hill takes him down with a little love tap there as Rangel lost his balance. A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 4th down.
It doesn't look like it's like they are going to punt the ball.
Cody Green coming on to punt the football away.
I feel like anything under 5 yards, he would have definitely gone for it.
And this is just on kind of the edge of that 4-down territory range. Instead, they're going to decide to punt it away. Chance Rucker deep to return, along with Jordan Bailey for Denton Ryan.
Looks like Denton Ryan's in their punt safe look as well.
High snap handled just fine by Cody Green. End-over-end punt. That's going to land inside the 20. Big bounce. Will it check up for Lone Star? It does. Stop just in time for the Rangers. And they're able to down it at the 2.
That was a great play right there. It was a great kick, too. Definitely didn't look like they were going to be able to down it.
That first bounce was right at the 15, took a big hop forward. But give some credit on the hustle play there to Alex Adigan. He's able to get on top of it and down it at the 2-yard line. And that's where Callan Davis and company get back to work. 12,000 the capacity here at Ford Center. Still filling up here. You can still see people streaming in on the concourse to our left. Handoff goes to Caleb Hicks on the first play of the series and a gain of 2. Officially, the drive starts at the 3-yard line. 2nd down and 8 forthcoming. Hicks already with a dozen scholarship offers, including Colorado, Wisconsin, TCU, SMU. And play the opening period. 7-0 Denton Ryan after 1. We'll be back on Friday Night Football. As we welcome you back to Ford Center here at the Star in Frisco. Good crowd on hand for truly what may be the best game in the state of Texas tonight. Take your pick. It's either this or it's Austin Westlake and Lake Travis, number 1 and number 8 in 6A. Those are your two options. There's nobody else on the list. These two games are spectacular tonight. And as we talked about off the top, Julius, you just hope that the game lives up to the hype, because this one you could hype up for an awful long time. 2nd down and 8 to start off the quarter, and nowhere to go for Caleb Hicks. He tried to gear down as he saw Zach Riggle come in and didn't work.
Yeah, it looks like Lone Star finally made some adjustments to those outside runs right there. Really the first stop Lone Star was able to make when Denton Ryan going to the outside, so that's a good sign for them.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 after the loss. Ball set back at the 3-yard line. They've got to get to the 13 to pick up the first down. Callan Davison shotgun, Hicks to his left. 3 wide receivers to the top of the formation on the right side, and now whistles prior to the snap and a timeout called by Denton Ryan.
Ryan's second charge timeout of the first half.
As we welcome you inside the broadcast booth here at Ford Center at the Star, we were saying it before, just spoiled tonight. A beautiful perch to watch the football game, and truly a tremendous football game on top of it all. These two teams are really special.
Yeah, great venue, great teams. This makes it for a great atmosphere, a great night of football.
I saw you counting there before we turned around. Were you trying to figure out if there were enough men on the field or too many men on the field for Denton Ryan?
When I was watching the play, something looked a little funky. Yeah. There was like too many guys lined up on one side of the field for Frisco Lone Star, actually, so I was kind of confused with the look they were giving. So I guess that's why Denton Ryan called a timeout.
So Denton Ryan already using 2 of their timeouts here in the opening half. Certainly first half timeouts don't matter quite as much as second half timeouts, but a little early to have used both of them. Now they've got to come up with a play here on 3rd down and 10 buried in their own side of the field.
Yeah, but it's a good spot to use a timeout because it's 3rd and 10 on their 3-yard line, so might as well use it.
Out of the timeout, it's once again Davis in shotgun. He'll have Caleb Hicks to his right now. Two wides to the top of the formation. Handoff goes to Hicks up the middle, and taken down immediately is Ja'Cory Hargan filling the hole, and it's 4th down.
So yeah, now Frisco Lone Star's defense has come alive.
Hargan and Riggle combining on the tackle, and it's 4th down and 9, and now Denton Ryan's going to have to punt from their own end zone. Michael Davis, the senior, this kid. Dave Hennigan told me earlier, he said, there's nothing this kid doesn't do for us. He plays tight end, he plays H-back, he plays wide receiver, he's their backup quarterback, he punts for them, he's all over the football field. Really smart kid, too, on his way to Army. And a good punter as well. Sends this one high into the stratosphere here at Ford Center. Fair catch called for and made by Jalen Braxton, and Julius, outstanding field position for Garrett Rangel and company as they take over inside Denton Ryan territory at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, they're in a really good spot right now. They have to take advantage of this really short field. Tie this game up going in the beginning of the second quarter.
The 1st and 10 right at that 38-yard line. Rangel in shotgun, 3 wides to the left, and Ginty in the backfield with him. Handoff to Ashton Ginty. Into the pile, pushes it for 3.
Yeah, when you have a guy like Ginty in the backfield and you're Denton Ryan, you're going to have to man up on the outside, and that's what they're doing right now. Trying to get as many people in the box as possible to try to stop him. Surprised Lone Star's only used Ginty as a pass catcher 1 time tonight.
It was a gain of 3, not a loss of 3. The in-house scoreboard has it 2nd and 13, 2nd and 7, in fact. Handoff again to Ginty into the second level. Ginty, 1st down and then some. Nearly broke it inside the 20, and it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, you can't arm tackle this guy. He's always going to fall forward. He's got a really high motor. They're going quick already.
Ginty with the handoff again. The people that are big Boise State fans are so excited about this young man. There's a lot of chatter on social media from Bronco fans about him, potentially seeing the field as a true freshman, what he could do. I mean, the numbers that he's put up this year, that is going to just create a fervor about a player. Number 1 in the country in total touchdowns with 39 and looking for 40 right now. 2nd down and 5, the in-house scoreboard struggling, saying 3rd and 31. 2nd and 5, and Ginty carries for 2. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, but he's one of those guys, if he can learn the offense early, I don't see why he shouldn't not be on the field. Someone as explosive and dynamic as him should definitely see the field as long as they know the scheme and know what's going on.
So big third down here as Lone Star knows they need touchdowns to keep up with Denton Ryan tonight. Rangel in shotgun, Ginty to his right, 2 wides left. Rangel to the air, over the middle, ripped away. What a great defensive play by Austin Jordan.
Yeah, that's a great play right there. That's why you don't give up on the play. Initially, it looked like a catch, but you have to fight all the way through the last whistle.
Took it away from Devin Turner, who himself is a fantastic football player committed to Northwestern. And that forces the field goal attempt here from Cody Green.
It's a good job right there by Denton Ryan's defense. Just short field, able to force him to potentially only 3 points.
27-yard field goal from the right hash for Green. And it's up and through. The Lone Star able to get a field goal out of it here early on in the second quarter, but certainly not the way that they wanted to finish that drive after a couple of really nice plays from Ashton Ginty.
A little slow pace to the game, but I feel like everything's flowing though.
So Cody Green with the 27-yard field goal, 7-3 our score. 3 minutes and change into this second quarter. Take a look at the streaks that we've had snapped here on Friday Night Football over the course of this season. We saw Argyle have a 61-game district win streak snapped by Melissa. It was the first time Melissa had ever beaten Argyle back in middle of September. Then just last week, Allen's 72-game district win streak that goes down as the 3rd longest district win streak in the history of Texas high school football, snapped by Prosper. Tonight, Denton Ryan comes in with a 47-game district win streak. They haven't lost since November of 2014 in district play, and Lone Star trying to be the 3rd team to make history tonight here on Friday Night Football. That kickoff from Green goes out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty, and it'll bring it out for very good field position here for Denton Ryan.
Yeah, I know you don't want them to return the ball, but you can't have that either.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Ball is placed at the 30-yard line. First down.
Certainly better starting field position this time around for Denton Ryan than the last time they had the football at their own 3-yard line. So we'll see if Callan Davis, the junior quarterback, can get something going on this possession. Davis played a good bit last year for Denton Ryan despite being the backup to Seth Hennigan, because Denton Ryan won a vast majority of their football games by substantial margins, so he got a lot of action on Friday nights in the second half of games. Handoff here for Caleb Hicks up the middle, and he'll fall forward for 5 to start the series.
It's a good run right there to start the series. He definitely took a lick right there, right as soon as he was going down, but he's a tough guy. Tough runner. Both these running backs are tough runners.
Just about 1,000 of you with us right now on the WFA YouTube channel. Again, please let us know in the comments who you're tuning in to see tonight, where you're watching from. If you've got perhaps a favorite player on one of these two football teams. As Davis looking over the middle, has a man. It's Davis complete, first down and then some, breaking away. He broke the tackle at the 35, down inside the 30-yard line as he got away from Bennett Fryman for a moment.
Oh man, when Bennett Fryman watches this one in film tomorrow, he's gonna be slapping himself in the knees. He saw the play initially, hesitated a little bit, and that was just enough for them to fit that in there.
Looked like he tried to rip the ball free at the end and instead kind of let Davis gain an extra 5 or 6 yards. Now Hicks on the handoff, dancing his way out of one tackle, now backward again. Still on his feet, ball's out. Stripped free, and it's Lone Star football. Bruce Mitchell, the junior corner, strips the football out, and it's Ranger ball.
I thought he had a chance right here to keep bouncing it outside. So he got turned around a little bit. At that point, you just got to eat it and fall to the ground.
Bruce Mitchell, the transfer from Parish Episcopal, rips it out at the end of the play as Caleb Hicks was you could make the argument maybe trying to do too much, where he could have just maybe taken a no-gain play and lived to fight another down, tried to make the heroic play, and ended up paying for it. Mitchell with the strip, Lone Star with the recovery, and Rangel and company back in business. Stepping up in the pocket, trying to evade. Flag flies after the play in the backfield in the neighborhood of holding.
There's a lot of stuff going on right there by the line right now.
And this will all come back.
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist. Offense number 18. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
That's just a killer. To get a 15-yard penalty right off of a situation where you created a turnover, you've got the momentum, and now you're in 2nd and 25.
Yeah. Definitely, I don't think it was. I think they were just trying to avoid each other when it happened. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still a penalty in the ref's eyes.
Dennis Edward in the comments says he's watching from North Carolina. Joe Dean says his favorite player might be Ashton Ginty. Kane Knutson says, let's go Lone Star. They're in a tough spot right now. 1st and 25, and Jeff Rayburn, the head coach from Lone Star, wants a little explanation as to what happened here from our referee tonight, Ricky Herron. I'm not sure he liked the explanation, but it wasn't going to change anything anyway. 1st and 25, and it'll be Rangel in shotgun. Ginty with the handoff, right into the chest of Marquis Williams.
One thing, though, I see about him, I think he could be a little bit more patient, especially when he's running up the middle. He's got who was at the center, I think it was the center, Xavier Olivio. He wasn't really engaged in his block.
Ginty with the handoff once again, nearly broke a tackle. Helmet came off there for Marquis Hill. But now 3rd down and 17, so a real difficult spot for Garrett Rangel and company. You got to imagine they're going to the air here. 2 wides to either side, Ginty in the backfield with them. Braxton in the slot on the right side.
See if they send Ginty out the backfield.
Low snap. Rangel's able to get on top of it. Gets the ball off. Just too low for Jalen Braxton. It wouldn't have been enough for a first down, but they almost made a positive play out of that. Instead, 4th and 17, and Lone Star is going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, Denton Ryan dodges a big one right there, especially after the turnover. These penalties really are drive killers.
So back comes Cody Green to punt it away. Line drive kick fielded by Rucker on the run at the 34 and upended quickly. Johnny Yanez on the scene in a blink, and he makes the tackle.
Number 24, Johnny Yanez made the tackle for Lone Star.
Another look at it here as Yanez came in, and you won't see better work at the rodeo. 1st and 10, Denton Ryan, ball at the 39-yard line. A little bit of a defensive struggle has all of a sudden emerged here.
Yeah, defensive struggles. The offensive started to play a little bit sloppy. Just got to reel it in.
Davis rolling out, pressure in his face, evades him. Crosses the line of scrimmage and picks up 8.
A lot of missed tackles, too, especially on this Lone Star side.
Number 1, Denton Ryan. Number 5, Frisco Lone Star. 2 of the best high school football teams in the state of Texas tonight on Friday Night Football. WFAA YouTube channel. You can also find us on the WFAA app via Roku and Amazon Fire TV. 2nd down and 2. Caleb Hicks with the carry into the pile.
I'm interested to see how he responds after that fumble. See if he's going to be a little bit more timid in the run game or not.
It's going to be Anthony Hill to come on in his place here on 3rd down and 1. Hill, the junior linebacker, 6'2", 225. And he'll get the toss. Undercut. What a nice play by the Lone Star defense. It's Bennett Fryman, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, like you said, that was a nice play by him. He actually was blocked to the ground, hopped back, and made this. Wow, that was amazing.
Wrong-armed Michael G. kept himself clean and made the tackle on 6'2", 225-pound Anthony Hill. And now Lone Star looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and a yard. Hill still in the football game.
They have to go up the middle on this one.
Straight eye. Davis is going to keep it himself. Hops over the pile, and he's got the first down. Callan Davis, all 5'10", 170 pounds of him.
Yeah,
too quick.
The downfalls are running at 3-3 stack is you don't have anybody on the line for a QB sneak. You got one guy in the middle, and you can just down block him and push the pile forward. That's exactly what they did.
First down, Denton Ryan right at the midfield stripe. Davis, 2 wides to the right. Michael Davis, the senior wide receiver, in motion right to left. Play action. Flips it far side. Michael Davis takes a hit immediately. Maybe a gain of a yard. And there's Fogo Sequoia once again.
Yeah, he's the first guy that we've seen him bring Michael Davis down solo tonight.
Yeah. Jeff Rayburn, the head coach for Lone Star, said he is always around the football. Flea flicker. Davis up top, looking for Michael Davis, and too far downfield and incomplete. Good job by the Lone Star defense to stay home.
Yeah, it was a good job. There was guys on the outside running routes as well, and they stayed home for their men.
Devin Turner back there running step for step with Michael Davis, and it's 3rd down and 9. The defenses are the story so far in this football game. Lone Stars, though, needs to come up with a stop here on 3rd and 9 as we approach the late moments of the second quarter. Davis, straight drop out of shotgun, looking deep over the middle. Complete, close to first down yardage by that spot. He's going to have it as he hits Jordan Bailey over the middle.
It was a good job right there, him recognizing where the first down is, getting right just past it, and showing the quarterback his numbers and completing the ball.
First down, Denton Ryan, right at the 40-yard line. Offense has been tough to come by tonight. Callan Davis looking for some up the far sideline for Jordan Bailey in single coverage, and there is a flag that flies in there, and Jeff Rayburn cannot believe it on the near sideline.
I really hope they pick that one up.
So does Jalen Braxton. You just saw his reaction.
Holding of an eligible receiver, defense number 4. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's going to walk the ball down to the 30-yard line and a fresh first down for Denton Ryan. That looked like just 2 guys hand fighting.
If that's the case, why not just call it a pass interference right there?
You do see a little bit of the jersey grab right here on the, like up high on the shoulder pads, kind of around his neck. But again, that's something you could call almost every play.
Yeah, the ball's in the air, they'll call the pass interference.
That's true, too. Gain of 4 there for Hicks on the first play of the series. Or of the set, rather, I should say. 2nd down and 6. Byron Ridge in the YouTube comments says he's an ex-Raider. Says, matter of fact, one of the first Raiders. He said he had the honor of coaching some of these young men in Little League. He said his wife also went, and all of his children have or will be a Raider also. Handoff for Caleb Hicks on 2nd down and 6. Another flag comes in.
It's getting real physical right now in the trenches tonight.
John Curtis said he's watching from the Colony tonight. Mike Washington, the umpire, chatting things over with Ricky Herron and company. And still.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside block. Offense number 2. 15-yard penalty. Replay second down.
So Caleb Hicks, the junior running back, hit with the personal foul, and that's a drive killer.
It is. Definitely a drive killer. You hear the crowd chant, "You can't do that." No, you can't.
They must have had the number wrong because Caleb Hicks was the ball carrier.
Yeah, that's why I looked at you like that, because I was really confused just now. I was like, he threw a blindside block and ran the ball.
For himself.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ricky Herron and company mistaken on the number. I'm not sure exactly who they intended to call the penalty on, but still it sets up second down and about 21. Davis all day in the pocket, fires downfield, complete, close to the original line of scrimmage, and ridden out of bounds is Jordan Bailey, and that'll make third down a bit more manageable here.
That's a good job right there by Bailey. Initially he wasn't open, but as he saw his quarterback scramble to the sideline, that's the way he went, showed his numbers, just made himself available.
I've been impressed by Callan Davis tonight. I wasn't really sure what to expect from this young man, taking over for Seth Hennigan, who had such a profound career here for Denton Ryan and is now already starting as a freshman at Memphis. Big shoes to fill. He's looked pretty sharp tonight. Third down and 8. Davis will go to the air again. Fires right side. Jordan Bailey complete. That'll be short of the first down. A nice job by Jalen Braxton to rally to the football and take him down at the 23-yard line, and it'll be 4th and 2.
There's a lot of good matchups on the edge right now. A lot of good potential D1 superstars just getting good reps in, getting good film to show their coaches.
Please reset the game clock to 1 minute and 1 second. One-on-one on game clock, please. Thank you.
After the stoppage there momentarily from Ricky Herron, 4th and 3 forthcoming here for Denton Ryan. We've seen them convert on 1 4th down already in this second quarter, and they're looking for another one here. Have to get right to the 20-yard stripe for a first down. And now a timeout.
Ryan's third and final charge timeout of the first half.
Raiders out of timeouts. Lone Star still with all 3. It will be Lone Star football at halftime. Ryan got the ball to start tonight. Do stick around with us at halftime as we will bring you the halftime show. The Strutters Precision Dance and Drill Team from Denton Ryan under the direction of Kelly Jones will take the field first. The Ryan Raider Band, directed by Mary Brown, will follow. The Lone Star Rangerettes Drill Team after that under the direction of Emily Morales and Annie Yunn. The Lone Star High School Band tonight, instead of performing, electing to have their names recognized here at Ford Center at the Star, as this is senior night for the Lone Star Rangers here at Ford Center. So we'll bring you the halftime show here momentarily. We'll also bring you the story from Jonah Javad earlier this week on Ashton Ginty, the senior running back from Frisco Lone Star, and the tremendous senior year he has had. All of that forthcoming on the halftime show here on Friday Night Football. But out of this timeout, Julius Lewis, it'll be 4th down and 3. What do you draw up here if you're Denton Ryan? Is it hand the ball to number 6, Anthony Hill, and let him bull his way for 3 yards? What do you think the thought process is here?
Honestly, I think you come out and see what Lone Star comes out in, see what their look is. They stack the box, you go out to the edges like you have been the last couple plays. But if they don't, they play coverage, you run the ball.
Instead, they're going to kick the field goal here. Out comes Clay Robler. This is right on the outskirts of what they consider his range. They feel like he's got range about to 40 yards. This is 40 and a foot from the right hash. Out of the hold of Brody Quillen, the backup quarterback. Snap is good, hold is down. Kick is sidewinding and no good, wide to the left. And it stays 7-3.
I don't see why you go for it or kick the field goal there. Regardless of what's going on, you're giving the ball back to Frisco Lone Star with a minute on the clock.
And Garrett Rangel, 4-star quarterback on his way to Oklahoma State with all 3 timeouts and these 57 seconds to work with. Ball will come out to the 23-yard line. the prior line of scrimmage for Denton Ryan.
Yeah, I just don't get that decision right there. I think you go for it, take some more time off the clock, potentially get it. If not, it's going to be the same situation. I guess you got to trust your players if you're going to kick the ball.
So here comes Rangel, Ginty to his right, trying to make something happen here in the final minute of the opening half. Rangel firing over the middle, complete. Making one man miss is Evan Stein, close to first down yardage, and it will be enough. That'll stop the clock momentarily as they move the sticks. Gain of 11, and quickly right back to the line of scrimmage comes Rangel. Rolling near side, Marquis Hill right in his face, has to throw it away. Ginty was in the area, so no grounding, and you see the head linesman on the near side, Jack Kuntz, pointing to Ginty, signaling that there would be no grounding on the play.
It was a good job of him just being able to get it away. It looked like it was potentially going to be a sack right there.
Instead, second down and 10, and most importantly, the clock stops on the incompletion and preserves one of those 3 timeouts for Lone Star.
Yeah, so
Field goal range for Cody Green, they feel like, is about to 50. They feel like he's automatic from 40 and in. We'll see if they can get in his range here late in the half. Swinging it near side, too tall for Ginty and incomplete. That was just barely forward. Could have been a lateral and a big loss of yards. Instead, just a loss of 4 seconds for Lone Star.
Yeah, I was going to say before that, on that 2nd and 10, I feel like anything in their playbook could have been open. They could have ran the ball. They could have done something quick. Just get a little bit of yardage, but now it's 3rd and 10. I feel like you have to pass it here.
Rangel, 2 wides to the near side, looks far side. Stein, beg your pardon, it's Chris Viveros with his first catch of the day, steps out of bounds, gains 6 or 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down and about 3. Do you go for it here, or do you risk giving it right back to Denton Ryan deep in their own territory? And Jeff Rayburn says no, and will punt it away.
That's why I think you run it on 2nd down. Your playbook's open, you have 3 timeouts. And it sucks you're about to go into halftime and didn't even get a chance to use them.
All defense in the opening half tonight. 7-3 the score in favor of Denton Ryan with 31 seconds to play in the second frame. High booming kick from Cody Green. Backtracking to field it at his own 16-yard line is Jordan Bailey. And with 25 seconds to play, back comes the Denton Ryan offense. The defenses have been up to the task tonight.
They have, especially with how high-powered these offenses are. I'm really surprised with the defense have showed us tonight.
Both of these teams have had high-quality defenses in the last several years. That's been a big part of why they've been so successful. But seeing it on full display, as you mentioned, against offenses that have the same kind of weaponry is really impressive. Hicks with the handoff here. Lowers his shoulder and picks up 8. No timeouts remaining for Denton Ryan. The scoreboard in-house still reads 1, but you heard just moments ago Ricky Herron call it out that was their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So the scoreboard you're seeing is in error. And they're going to let the clock expire with that one play. 7-3 our score after 1 half. 2 tremendous football teams in a defensive stalemate through 24 minutes. Halftime on Friday Night Football when we return. How in the world? On 4th and less than a yard. The 5, touchdown. What a catch. Nice cut upfield to Pater. What's better than Texas high school football, man?
We are not here to fit into a mold. We are here to celebrate and learn from the unexpected, diverse, and beautiful gente. The fuerte, the strong, the ones risking it all para la familia, para la oportunidad, for the lovers of dance, of food, of music. Que viva! We're here to grow together. We are here to thrive juntos, celebrating our lives every day. La vida.
As we welcome you back to Ford Center at the Star, it is halftime between Denton Ryan and Frisco Lone Star, number 1 and number 5 in the state, respectively, and the top-ranked team and defending champs with a 7-3 lead at the break. But it is time for the halftime show. And first up and already on the football field, the Strutters Precision Dance and Drill team from Denton Ryan under the direction of Kelly Jones, followed shortly by the Ryan Raider Band under the direction of Mary Brown. We hope you enjoy the show.
Strutter of the week is Lauren Kochka. Spirit Girl of the week is Simon Brooks. And the teacher of the week is Mrs. Heather Williams. Now, watch and enjoy as the Strutters bring their spirited kick routine to the Ryan Raider Band's rendition of Born This Way. And now, for your continued halftime entertainment, the spirited pride of Ryan High School, the award-winning Ryan Raider Marching Band. The Raider Band is under the field leadership of drum majors Jacqueline Bounds, Rafael Gonzalez, and Valeria Attigan. Band members of the league are freshman Alan Soto, sophomore Cooper Randolph, junior Sean Miller, and senior Jacqueline Bounds. Today, the Raider Band, Strutters, cheerleaders, and honor guard are joining together to perform some Raider favorites.
A fantastic halftime performance from the Strutters drill team and the Ryan Raider band from Denton Ryan. Next up, the Lone Star Rangerettes drill team under the direction of Emily Morales and Anna Yun. We hope you enjoy the show.
The Rangerettes are led by officers Lieutenant Janelle May, Lieutenant Elle Scott, Lieutenant Eric Yee, First Lieutenant Rodney Newhall, and Captain Jada Johnson. The Rangerette of the game is Caitlin Hoffman. The Rangerettes would like to dedicate tonight's performance to the Rangerette senior class of 2022. Congratulations! The Rangerettes will now perform a pom routine to Land of 1,000 Dances. The Rangerettes are under the direction of Miss Emily Morales and Miss Anna Gary. The Rangerettes would like to congratulate the Ranger Band on an amazing marching season. Go Rangers!
As we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth here at Ford Center, halftime between Denton Ryan and Frisco Lone Star. Number 1 Denton Ryan, the defending state champs, with a 7-3 lead on the strength of Callan Davis's 3-yard touchdown pass to Marquis Hill on the opening drive of the football game. We're still yet to see a touchdown tonight from Ashton Ginty, the national leader in touchdowns, with 39 coming into this football game, 4.3 touchdowns per game. Both of those numbers lead the nation in total touchdowns. Yet to see one tonight, but certainly going against a better defense than probably you've seen all year long in this Denton Ryan defense, and certainly still 24 minutes to play for him to find the end zone once or twice or 6 times, certainly possible with the way that this kid can play. But his story goes beyond just his ability on the football field. It has a lot to do with where he's been over the last several years. Here's Jonah Javad.
Put on my blue suede shoes.
We're a whole lot better when 2 has the ball in his hands.
Touchdown.
Since Ashton Ginty touched down in Frisco, he has been a playmaker for Lone Star High School. 39 total touchdowns, 29 rushing, 10 receiving, and he's done it all in just 9 games.
If I could hit 50, that would be pretty cool. But at this level, on a top-ranked team in the state, it's pretty mind-blowing.
Ashton Ginty averages 4 1/3 touchdowns per game. That is the most in America. Pretty remarkable considering 3 years ago, he lived 6,000 miles away.
Buongiorno. That's just like good morning, I'm pretty sure.
Ginty lived in Italy, where his father had been stationed for 3 years with the Navy.
It was a great experience. It helped me see a lot of things differently, just living in a different type of culture.
Originally from Florida, Ginty then returned to the States in the fall of 2019 and landed with Lone Star coach Jeff Rayburn.
I can distinctly remember the first time that we all just kind of looked around and said, whoa.
Ginty will play in college. He's committed to Boise State, where he'll no doubt touch down in the land of the blue turf as his journey continues.
He's still just scratching the surface.
In Frisco, I'm Jonah Javad.
Pretty impressive young man Ashton Ginty is on a lot of different levels. I don't know that his Italian's all that spectacular, but on the football field, he's really special. We'll see if he can find the end zone over the course of the second half of this football game, and we will come back with the second half of a 7-3 Denton Ryan lead at the break on Friday Night Football. We'll be back after this. How in the world? On 4th and less than a yard. The 5, touchdown. What a catch. Nice cut upfield to Pater. What's better than Texas high school football?
We are not here to fit into a mold. We are here to celebrate and learn from the unexpected, diverse, and beautiful gente. The fuerte, the strong, the ones risking it all. Para la familia, para la oportunidad, for the lovers of dance, of food, of music. Que viva! We are here to grow together. We are here to thrive juntos, celebrating our lives every day. La vida.
Our stories are everything. We tell them to help us understand who we are and where we're going from here. That's why we're sharing even more WFAA original stories, where the seeds of healing are sown by those who have reaped so much pain. Stories where ancient rhythms can speak so much louder than words, and a 50-year march for equality can become a national reality, one bold step at a time. WFAA Originals. Story is everything. Weeknights at 10.
Misinformation, fabrication, and falsehoods. Fake news is on the rise, and it's coming from all sides. On WFAA News at 10, we're separating the fiction from the facts with our series, Verify. You ask the question. Our team verifies the answer. We find sources and get explanations. Have something you want verified? Find us online or email verify@WFAA.com. Watch weeknights at 10 on WFAA.
The news can bring you down. That's why on Daybreak we balance that with I Am Up.
Up on all the latest around town, sure, but also celebrity gossip, sports, and...
Well, you've got to be up on the weather before you head out the door. And don't forget the...
Traffic. We're up in all the hot spots. Plus, we are giving you plenty of reasons to smile.
Because we are up with Daybreak.
What about you?
When severe weather's in the forecast, a process begins, and it's a process that includes not only the weather team, it includes the entire news department. Where is it going to happen? How severe is it going to be? What type of bad weather are we expecting? Once we have that in place, then everyone's assigned a job. The story that we tell is a story that is going to allow you to absorb it, for you to understand it, and for you to be able to take that information and keep you and your family safe.
As we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth here at Ford Center, Mike Leslie and Julius Lewis back with you here at halftime of number 1 Denton Ryan and number 5 Frisco Lone Star Ryan with a 7-3 halftime lead. The touchdown pass to Marquis Hill, the one time we've seen either of these two teams find the end zone, Julius. Defenses have been the story so far in this football game.
It's definitely been a defensive battle. Not really what I was expecting coming into this.
Yeah.
I knew we had two high-powered offenses, but I'm really surprised how the defense has stepped up tonight.
Both of these teams have really good defenses. That in and of itself is not surprising, but given the firepower on both of these offenses, that they weren't able to produce more than 10 combined points in the first half really is surprising. And this game means just so much in the structure of what's going to happen in 5A Division I. When you look at Region 2 and just how loaded it really is, if we can go ahead and pull up that graphic, you see number 1 Denton Ryan, you see number 3 Highland Park, number 5 Frisco Lone Star, all from the North Texas area. Obviously Ryan and Lone Star playing here tonight. College Station ranked 2nd in the state in 5A D1. Magnolia West ranked 10th. They only ranked 10 teams. If they went further than that, you'd probably see Lancaster, Longview, and Magnolia in the state rankings as well if they went to 25 like they do in 6A. This is an unbelievably loaded district. There's only 16 teams in the region.
Yeah.
And 5 of them are ranked in the state, and 8 of them, well, could be if they went beyond 10. It's unbelievable what a gauntlet this region is going to be, Julius. And winning this game is a real big determining factor in how far you might be able to go this year.
Yeah, it is. Regardless of how good you are, like we saw, there's a plethora of really good teams. And you want to win this game tonight so you can play the lesser of the good teams, if you want to put it that way.
I mean, we talked with Jeff Rayburn about this earlier this week, and he said, we saw this a couple years ago for Frisco Lone Star when they were in this incredibly difficult region, and no disrespect intended to Denton Ryan whatsoever, but a couple years ago they weren't in this region. They had a slightly easier path to get to the state semifinal. They still had to get to the state semifinal, and they did that year after year after year after year after year because they're a tremendous program. But he said when they got to that point where Frisco Lone Star was playing Denton Ryan in the state semifinal, he said he felt like his team was just gassed from a ridiculously difficult run through that region. By the time they got to the state semifinal, they were banged up, they were hurt, they were exhausted. Denton Ryan, by comparison, that year played a couple of games where they were able to have second stringers in there in playoff games because they were blowing teams out. It makes a difference. Now, both of these teams are in this incredibly difficult region. There really is no easy path no matter which side of the bracket you're on, but you can at least make it easier with a win tonight.
Yeah, definitely you can. Like you were talking about the years past, it's a battle of attrition out there. Everybody knows that. The more games you play, the harder it gets on your body, on your mental state. And when you're playing these top-ranked teams back-to-back-to-back weeks, by the time it gets down to it really counts, you're just going to have whatever you have left in the tank, that's all you're going to have to give.
Through 24 minutes, it is 7-3 in favor of Denton Ryan. Kickoff just 3 minutes away here on Friday Night Football as we get the third quarter underway right after this. How in the world? On 4th and less than a yard. The 5, touchdown. What a catch. Nice cut upfield to Pater. What's better than Texas high school football, man?
We are not here to fit into a mold. We are here to celebrate and learn from the unexpected, diverse, and beautiful gente. The fuerte, the strong, the ones risking it all para la familia, para la oportunidad, for the lovers of dance, of food, of music. Que viva! We're here to grow together. We are here to thrive juntos, celebrating our lives every day.
One bold step at a time. WFAA Originals. Story is everything. Weeknights at 10.
Misinformation, fabrication, and falsehoods. Fake news is on the rise, and it's coming from all sides. On WFAA News at 10, we're separating the fiction from the facts with our series, Verify. You ask the question. Our team verifies the answer. We find sources and get explanations. Have something you want verified? Find us online or email verify@WFAA.com. Watch weeknights at 10 on WFAA.
The news can bring you down. That's why on Daybreak we balance that with I Am Up.
Up on all the latest around town, sure, but also celebrity gossip, sports, and...
Well, you've got to be up on the weather before you head out the door. And don't forget the...
Traffic. We're up in all the hot spots. Plus, we are giving you plenty of reasons to smile.
Because we are up with Daybreak.
What about you?
As we welcome you back on Friday Night Football, 7-3, the Denton Ryan Raiders in your picture right now with the lead after 2 periods. Callan Davis to Marquis Hill, the touchdown to give them that lead. Lone Star A 27-yard field goal from Cody Green midway through the second quarter after a couple of nice runs from Ashton Ginty, who we told you about there at the break. And it will be Lone Star football to start off this second half, Julius Lewis. What you've seen so far from these two football teams, what jumps off the page at you, and how do you think these two teams maybe get the offenses unlocked here in the second half?
Definitely that jumps off the page for me is Denton Ryan had a lot of success early running to the outsides. Frisco Liberty adjusted, and now Denton Ryan has to figure out something else they could do. They started with the passing game a little bit towards the end of the second quarter, right before they got stopped on the third down and missed the field goal. But I think Denton Ryan needs to get the passing game going. And then Lone Star's offense, I think they need to get the passing game going as well. They need to get Ashton Gentry in the passing game, put him out in the slot a little bit, mix him up, because everything goes through him. We know that. So just mix him up in the passing game as well.
Ginty, the senior, on his way to Boise State. Garrett Rangel, their four-star starting quarterback, a third-year starter at quarterback for the Rangers, on his way to Oklahoma State. Devin Turner on the outside, the Northwestern commit, a three-star. The three of them and the rest of the offense will all take the field here momentarily, as it will be Lone Star ball to start the second half, trailing 7-3. Over 1,000 of you with us on the WFAA YouTube channel. We do appreciate you being with us tonight. Please click the like button, click the subscribe button, as we will bring you a high school football game every week here on the WFAA Digital Network. Robla looks like he's lined up for an onside kick here. This will be interesting. Short kickoff. Running forward to field it at the 28-yard line was Braxton. And he lowers his shoulder and gets to the 36-yard line. Beg your pardon, it was Devin Turner on the return. And out comes Garrett Rangel and company.
Yeah, I thought he was going to kick it onside too for a second. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
The way he was lined up, man, it was looking like he was about to send it just across that 50-yard stripe.
Maybe they're setting up for something later in the game.
Good field position here for Rangel. Own 36-yard line. Ginty to his left as he claps for the snap. And Ginty will get the handoff on the opening play of the second half. Twists his way forward to the 40-yard line. It's amazing. It looked like there was nothing there. He gained 4 yards.
Yeah, I like how patient he was with this run right here compared to what he was doing earlier. Earlier, he was just jetting to the back of his offensive lineman. Right there, he had nothing initially. Took a jump cut and was able to get a couple yards out of that.
Anthony Hill again in on the tackle. Ginty with the handoff again. This time bursts through a seam across midfield, first down.
Pretty sure Anthony Hill's the only person who's been able to stop him tonight. If not, it looked like he was going to take that one again.
His burst is really impressive, Ginty. When he gets through that little crease, he can turn it on to full speed in a blink. Rangel looks near side to offensive coordinator John Fish. Now fires over the middle, complete in the hands of Jalen Braxton, and he'll have a first down. Quickly down to the 36-yard line on Denton Ryan's side of the field.
Yeah, when their guys are playing off so far, look to the sideline, get the quick, easy check. Hey, let's get the hitch route, get a first down.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage again. Rangel flips the ball in his hands, looking up the near sideline for Ginty. Single coverage, makes the catch. No, incomplete. It came out at the end. Step for step in coverage was James Lundy, and he knocked it out at the very end.
Yeah, that was a good job finishing through the play right there. Playing through the hands of the receiver.
Great look at it from this angle. That's twice now tonight we've seen a player from Denton Ryan. First it was Austin Jordan. This time it's James Lundy, the senior safety, making a play at the last minute to rip the ball free. Ginty with the handoff right into Ravante Blow. Maybe a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, not the position right now that Frisco Lone Star wants to be in. They're just giving Denton Ryan a chance to just tee off on the defenders, right? Or the defenders a chance to tee off right now. Pin your ears back. It's 3rd and long. Just get a pass rush going.
The Denton Ryan sideline right now is feeling it. You can see him bouncing at the top of your screen. 3rd down and 9. Ginty Behind the back of Rangel, right to left, and now Braxton in motion. Into the slot on the left. Rangel, pressure off the edge, steps up, has to beat a man, and he will not beat Anthony Hill. The junior 5-star makes the tackle, and it's 4th down and 7.
Yeah, Anthony Hill's been patrolling the middle of the field on every pass play right now. When he doesn't have anything for responsibility, he's been turning back for a QB spy.
Lone Star's going to go for it here. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Rangel. Perhaps is he trying to draw him offside? It'd be awfully early to waste a timeout. 4th and 7. Barks out a fresh new signal. Still 12 on the play clock.
Got man coverage up top.
Hill showing blitz, now backs off of it. Rangel, they will go for it on 4th and 7. Throws right far side, and his receiver slipped and fell down. Ginty couldn't keep his feet, and it's a turnover on downs. The Denton Ryan coaching staff is in the booth directly to our right, and they almost came through the glass after that 4th down stop.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of miscommunication between Ginty and Rangel. Looks like Rangel went at the back shoulder, but Ginty thought he had enough room to run by both of them.
1st and 10, Denton Ryan. Back comes Callan Davis and company with the ball at their own 33. Hand off to Hicks off the jet motion. The fake to Bailey, and then Hicks takes it up the middle for 3.
Tackle made by number 9, Phyllis Hoya. Gain of 4 for Denton Ryan.
See if Denton Ryan can capitalize right now, though. Getting a stop right out of halftime.
Denton Ryan took the opening drive of the football game. Went right down the football field, a couple of big plays. Caleb Hicks with a long run to set up the short touchdown pass to Marquis Hill. Since then, we have not seen someone find the end zone. Gain of 2 there on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd and 4. Third and 4, Hill in there again. The linebacker playing a little short yardage running back, and he'll get the play action fake. Davis looking near side, throws it for Marquis Hill. He's trying to get the corner, and he will not. Gang tackled, and a loss of yardage on the play. Fogo Sequoia, Bennett Fryman, both there to help finish him off, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, it was a good job of him right there, fighting off the block and being the first one to the football. This man's all over the field tonight.
Ja'Cory Hargan in on the play as well. And it's 4th down and 5, and the Raiders will punt.
It's a good answer right there from Frisco Lone Star's defense.
Jalen Braxton deep to return the Michael Davis punt. Line drive kick. That was awkward, but it worked. That looked like my golf game. Ugly, but effective.
Yeah, he got the job done. Got the ball down to the 20-yard line.
Look at this again. I don't think that got above 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
A little worm burner from Michael Davis. And it's 1st and 10 for Lone Star at their own 20.
I feel like whoever can actually put a drive together this quarter will probably take the momentum onto their side.
1st and 10 for Rangel. Handoff, Ginty, lots of room into the second level. Ginty across the 35, chased down from behind. Anthony Hill even showing off the speed. He's been everywhere tonight, and if not for him, Ashton Ginty might have 3 or 4 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah, I told you, like I said earlier, he's been the only person who can get him down right now. And that was a really crucial tackle by him, because if not, he was going to be running 80 yards to the house.
Quick throw far side. Braxton twisted down by Garyon Robinson. Garyon Robinson's only 5'9" and 170 pounds. He's one of the absolute best athletes in North Texas. That kid is an absolute fire plug. Don't let him get the football in his hands because he'll take it the distance in the other direction. Genty with the handoff. Nice move in the backfield to get out the back door, but again, chased down. Look at Anthony Hill. There's a reason that young man is the best linebacker in America in the junior class, and you've seen it over and over and over again tonight.
Yeah, the way he was able to track this ball right now and make the tackle. He almost got a forced fumble out of that one, too.
3rd down and 4. They've got to get to the 47-yard line on their own side of the field for a first down to the Rangers. Rangel, handoff, Genty. Burst, close. They drove him back by that spot on the far side. He's short.
Yeah, I don't think he got it.
Michael G. leading the charge on the tackle, and he's short by a yard. It's 4th and 1, and Rangel and company staying on the football field. Looking near side to John Fish, the OC. Was the offensive coordinator for Ryan back in 2017, left for the head coaching job at Bonham, has now returned. And on 4th and 1, dialing something up here in his own side of the field. Rangel, hands off, Genty into the pile. It's going to depend on the spot based on the far side line. Judge, he's short. Kyle Lofi saying first down. Officials say it's Denton Ryan football.
That was a great stop right there by Denton Ryan's defense. Their sidelines fired up, their coaches are fired up, and teams fired up.
It has been a defensive battle all night long. And Denton Ryan just came up with one of the biggest defensive plays of the night right there. 1st and 10 for Callan Davis and company in Frisco Lone Star territory at the 47. Caleb Hicks with the handoff. Burst into the second level. And finally stood up at the 39.
Let's see if Denton Ryan's offense can capitalize off this short field.
Second down and 3. Davis off play action, looking far sideline. Has a man, Jordan Bailey too far. Braxton was running with him. A little bit of tangle up with their feet at the end, but no flag, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, Callan Davis had his guy open. Need to put a little bit more air under so we can run underneath that one.
Seeing some disagreement in the YouTube chat. Some people thinking that that was a first down for Frisco Lone Star. I can tell you from my angle, it didn't look like it.
Yeah, usually when you get tackled in the backfield, it's not really a first down.
3rd down and 3, so now Lone Star trying to respond in kind here and get a stop. Michael Davis in there at Wildcat quarterback, and the handoff goes to Hill, and he's got nowhere to go. That play lost yardage, and it's 4th down and 4. Beg your pardon, it was Caleb Hicks on the carry.
We've had a stalemate right now between the 40 and the 40-yard lines.
4th down and 4, and Ryan's going to go for it. Michael Davis, the wide receiver, stays in there at Wildcat quarterback. Caleb Hicks to his right. Now Michael Davis, who is the punter, drops back into a quick kick formation and sends it in the other direction, and that's going to check up quite nicely for him inside the 15-yard line. Bounces backward a little bit, but downed right there at the 10 by Jimmy Jones. And back comes the Frisco Lone Star offense. But as you said, stalemate. Absolute stalemate between these two teams right now. The defenses have been tremendous.
Yeah, this is the kind of games I like, though, because your offense, when they score, yeah, it brings a lot of excitement, but when the defense gets a stop, that brings energy to the game.
Feels like a 1-0 game in baseball.
Yep.
Every single scintilla of offensive progress is treasured in a game like this because it's so hard to come by.
If anybody in the YouTube chat can tell us what scintilla means, we'll get a gold star from Mike after the game.
First and 10 for Rangel in shotgun, and Ginty's going to get the handoff once again. Ginty out the back door. Ginty across the 20 and cut down there, but it's a first down.
Yeah, he's getting closer and closer. Starting to gash him for more yardage at a time.
He's not the kind of back that you'd immediately think of as, oh, he's going to wear a team down, but he just keeps hitting you, and even though he's on the smaller side, it does kind of seem like that's what's happening. Gets the carry once again, falls his way forward across the 30-yard line, and in 2 plays, he's got 21 yards on this possession alone.
Yeah, what I've noticed right now is they're running away from Anthony Hill initially. So if Anthony Hill lines up on the right side of that offensive lineman, they've been running left. That's exactly what happened the last 2 plays.
1,400 of you with us right now on the WFAA YouTube channel. Again, please click the like button, click the subscribe button if you would. We bring you a game here every week on the WFAA Digital Network. Quick pop pass, Jalen Braxton, first down. Out across the 35 to the 38-yard line, and they'll move the sticks once again. Ginty at last check already over 120 rushing yards on the night.
Did a good job by Denton Ryan's defense keeping him out of the end zone, though.
Gets the carry once again into the second level, falls forward again for a first down.
Yeah, he's running hard right now. Looks Anthony Hill in the eyes and said, "You're going to have to tackle me every time to stop me." There he goes again.
Comment from Ridgecat, who's been in the comment feed all night. We appreciate that. Ridgecat says if Hill wasn't on the field, Ginty would probably have 3 or more touchdowns already.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that, 100%.
Yeah. No disrespect to the rest of the Denton Ryan defense, but Anthony Hill has been everywhere tonight, and you see the burst that Ginty has. Ginty gets the handoff again. Maybe a gain of 3. Comment from Devin Johnson on the YouTube feed. This is as unique a comment as I think we've seen on YouTube yet. He says, "My son was just born 2 hours ago. Just watching these guys play has me excited to be that proud dad watching my son play."
Due to injury.
Player down for Denton Ryan is Marquis Williams, the senior linebacker. It's a young man who suffered an ACL tear last year during the summer. Back on the football field now, and good to see him. I beg your pardon, he's not quite back up on his feet yet. I saw somebody else walking off. I thought that was him. Doesn't look like it's that severe. I don't mean to. I just am referencing the fact that he had the ACL. He's overcome quite a bit in his career. I don't think that's what's happening here. Perhaps just a cramp and quickly back up on his feet. So
those knee braces are no fun on the calf. Really constricting.
Yeah. You would know as well as anybody.
Yeah. I try to get that knee brace off as soon as possible. ACLs are no fun.
Little Jerry World, the site tonight. Ford Center at the Star. The Cowboys practice facility, also home to all of the Frisco ISD schools tonight. It's the host site for one of the best high school football games across the state of Texas. Denton Ryan and Frisco Lone Star. Ginty on 3rd and 2 into the pile. Based on the near side line judge, that looks like it'll be just enough to move the sticks right at that 40-yard stripe. And a first down for Lone Star.
Yeah, it's a really good job right now, a really good drive that Lone Star's putting together. They've been gashing them for 10 yards pop when Gentry gets the ball. Right now, they just nickel and dime it. With the pass game, I feel like if they can do that for the next 40 yards, they can potentially score.
First and 10, Rangel. All day in the pocket, looking deep up the middle of the field. Nobody home, picked off. Intercepted in the 6-yard line, and it's James Lundy making another big play. Beg your pardon, Chance Rucker with the pick.
It looks like Rangel just overthrew that one.
I'm not sure who he's throwing this one to. I suppose the intended target there is Jalen Shelley, the 6'7" sophomore. Another look at it here from the reverse angle, but some miscommunication there, and Rucker able to camp out underneath it and make the pick.
It's not what Lone Star needed right there.
So back comes Caleb Hicks and company. Nowhere for him to go here on the first play of the series. But we've now seen Denton Ryan with a 4th down stop. We've seen Denton Ryan create a turnover. The Denton Ryan defense has been fantastic tonight. Lone Star's defense has caused a turnover. They've had some 4th down stops. It has been tough sledding if you're an offensive player on either of these two football teams.
It has been.
And I think the offense from Denton Ryan says, you know what? I've had enough of the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the 4th. 7-3, a slugfest, a rock fight tonight at Ford Center. The #1 team in the state with a 4-point lead as we head to the 4th on Friday Night Football. How in the world? On 4th and less than a yard. The 5, touchdown. What a catch. Nice cut upfield to Pater. What's better than Texas high school football, man? #1 and #5 in the state. 10 combined points through 3 quarters. 7-3, Denton Ryan with the lead. Callan Davis to Marquis Hill. 2 minutes and 50 seconds into this football game. And that's the only touchdown we've seen. It was a fast start for Denton Ryan. Since then, almost nothing offensively from either of these two teams. Flag at the snap.
We
saw that play earlier in this football game.
Practice now. False start. Offense number 52. Penalty being forced half the distance to the goal. Remain 2nd down.
We saw that play work multiple times for them earlier in the football game, and you could see the frustration from Michael Davis the moment he saw the flag come out, frustrated. No, let me go on this play, because he's popped it a couple of times now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had numbers over there, too. I think Denton Ryan had 4 blockers. Frisco Lone Star only had 3 defenders over there, so it looked like that play was going to work for him.
Instead, 2nd down and 14 after the penalty, half the distance to the goal line. Davis rolling, looking, far side, diving grab made right at the sticks. What a catch by Jimmy Jones III, one of their reserve wide receivers.
Let's see, I need a replay of this one. Oh, okay, yeah, he was down.
That ball almost looked like it got ripped away at the end.
It did, but I think, if anything, it should be incomplete.
Bruce Mitchell, take another look at this if we've got a moment to, as they are back to the line of scrimmage, but taken down in the backfield is Michael Davis. J.B. Reynolds flashing in the backfield and a loss of yards, and now a flag after the play. Who's this going to go against?
Surprising that the ref right there didn't call it. There's 2 refs standing right next to that, and they didn't throw their flags. But the white hat came from 10 yards away and threw the flag.
We'll see what Ricky Herron says here.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 52. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 21. Penalties were offset. Result of a play is 3rd down.
I'm okay with that, as long as they offset.
There's part of me that kind of feels like
Correction, 2nd down.
2nd down after the loss of yardage on the first play of the fresh set. I kind of hate the offsetting, though, because it feels like nobody actually gets penalized.
Yeah.
Does it really deter anything, I wonder? 2nd down and 14 after all that. Couple of 2x2 stacks on either side, and nowhere for Caleb Hicks to go. Immediately in the backfield is once again J.B. Reynolds. Back-to-back plays. Also in on the play, Robert Scipio, the junior defensive end. He was at the bottom of all of that, and he was the first one to get a hold of Hicks, and now it's 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, this would be a really good time for Frisco Lone Stars defense to get a stop right here. They get their offense the ball back in great field position.
We're not quite to the point where time becomes a factor, but you can see it from here. 3rd and 15. Davis, straight drop, pressure in his face. Rolling near side, has Michael Davis complete. But Lone Star rallies and makes the tackle short of the first down. That did pick up a big chunk of those 15 yards, but so deep in their own territory, not enough to have Dave Hennigan think about going for it on what'll be 4th and 3. And Davis will stay on the field there to punt it away. So another defensive stop. These two teams have exchanged them all night long. But field position also starts to factor in here. Could Lone Star wind up with good field position as Jalen Braxton stands at his own 45-yard line to receive this Michael Davis punt?
Great punt.
Pushed back to the 36. Good job by Davis to help flip the field a little bit.
Exactly. So when offenses aren't really getting anything, it's been a defensive battle. Field position really becomes a really crucial part of the game.
Back come Garrett Rangel, Ashton Ginty, and the Lone Star Rangers offense. Ginty now with 26 carries for 160 yards. Better than 6 a carry. But still a goose egg in the touchdown category for the national leader in touchdowns this season, with 39 coming into tonight. His team could use one right now, trailing 7-3. 3 wides to the near side for Rangel, and Ginty gets the handoff once again, trying to break to the outside, gets the corner, breaks a tackle, first down. He just keeps running.
Yeah, he does. I'm surprised they haven't sent him out the backfield vertical yet.
I guess when you're averaging 6-7 yards a carry, I mean, what they're doing is working, but they need it to sustain for an entire drive. And that's the hard part about what they're doing is you can't make mistakes. You can't have penalty flags that set you back. You can't, some of the things that they've done a little bit of over the course of tonight, you can't have those if you're going to just methodically chunk your way down the football field. Ball out to the 48-yard line for Lone Star, 1st and 10. Ginty with the handoff once again. Big hole near side. Into the chest of Anthony Hill, but not before he picks up 4 on the first play of the series. We'd be remiss, as Ashton Ginty is going off tonight, creeping up on 200 rushing yards, to not mention the offensive line.
Due to injury.
That is Ginty. That is down on the football field right in the middle of that Cowboy star.
Looks like it might be a cramp.
Yeah, he was kind of stretching his right leg and already back on his feet.
You got to get that stop before it really gets going.
And deservedly so, a big round of applause as Ginty comes to the near sideline. He'll have to be off for at least the one play. Fogo Sequoia, Javon Hubbard, their 2 reserve backs. But what I was getting to there is just the offensive line in front of Ginty has done a really nice job tonight. Kyle Lofi, the 3-year starter. Mike Terry, a leader along with Lofi, a senior right guard. Those 2 are kind of their bell cows in the middle. Xavier Olivo, their center in the middle. That's where they kind of earn their money, in the middle of the football field. And they have created some running room for Ashton Ginty tonight, as he's up over 160 rushing yards here early on in the 4th quarter. Ginty having that right calf worked on the near sideline as Sequoia checks in at running back. Rangel with 3 wides to the near side. Play action, Rangel rolling right, sprinting right, trying to get to the sideline and throws it away as he was being hounded.
Yeah, he had no one open on that play. Like a little bit of miscommunication with his receiver up top. They did a good job of just throwing the ball away and not taking a sack.
Marquis Hill giving chase, and it's third down, and immediately back comes Ashton Ginty. Lone Star has to get to the 42-yard line to pick up a first down. 1,500 of you with us right now on the WFAA YouTube channel. We do appreciate you being with us tonight for one of the absolute best games in the state. Whistles before the snap and a timeout called.
Lone Star's first charge timeout of second half.
Yeah,
Jeff Rayburn wanted to talk over this 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, that play clock was getting close to 0 seconds on the clock.
As we welcome you inside the broadcast booth here at Ford Center at the Star, Mike Leslie and Julius Lewis, we do really appreciate you being with us tonight. Over 1,500 of you with us right now on the WFA YouTube channel. Please click the like button, click the subscribe button, as we will bring you a high school football game every week here on the WFA Digital Network. Playoffs forthcoming. We're still not sure if we're going to have a TAPS playoff game or a UIL playoff game next week. We'll have one of the two, and we will have UIL playoff games at some point as we move forward here through the postseason. Some really good football still to come on the WFA Digital Network, but tonight's football game, Julius, has been a fantastic defensive slugfest. Both of these teams just grinding it out.
Yeah, grinding it out. It's a close one right now. I really don't know who can take it, right, honestly. Whoever makes the next mistake, they might cost their team.
Or possibly the next big play. 3rd down and 7 here for Lone Star. Rangel claps for the snap. Pressure in his face. Stepping up, trying to evade it. Coming to the near sideline. Makes a man miss, and he's up the sideline and a first down. He okey-doked Anthony Hill and picked up the first.
Yeah, I don't know if he did that on purpose, but it worked.
Watch this again. Anthony Hill, the All-American, the 5-star, and Rangel, a little hip shake and makes him miss and picks up the first down. I don't know if he did that trying to make a move or out of fear. Either way, it worked. And now Ginty with the handoff, slammed into the turf. Hill with a little bit of frustration there exerted on Ginty, but not before a pickup of 5 or 6. Yeah. All at 6, it'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Anthony Hill is not happy about that. That was a crucial first down.
Ginty with the handoff once again. And a first down carry for Ginty inside the 25 and a fresh set.
Yeah, I think they need to come back to that play right there. They were able to run away from Anthony Hill and still get about 10 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21. This is about as deep as we've seen Lone Star get in Denton Ryan territory all night. They maybe got a little bit further on that field goal drive. This was a 27-yarder that they kicked. But they're right about the same penetration they had that drive. Completion near side for Braxton. Pickup of 5.
Pass complete to number 4, Jalen Braxton. Tackle made by number 20.
It's like Braxton came up a little bit gimpy.
He comes off to the near side. Gerald Harris, their first reserve, and he'll line up in the slot on the far side. 2nd down and call it 6. Ginty with the handoff. Through a crease into the second level inside the 10. 1st and goal.
Yeah, this Frisco Lone Star offensive line right now is moving this Denton Ryan offensive line, or defensive line, excuse me.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, and Ginty gets the handoff again. He's able to pick up about 2.5 right to the 5-yard line, and he paid for it, took another big hit. Ginty listed at 5'10", 195. He looks to me like he might even be smaller than that, but kid runs hard.
Yeah, he uses every bit of 195 to bulldoze through everybody.
John Fish, the offensive coordinator, signaling in to Garrett Rangel, the 3-year starter, the senior quarterback, on 2nd down and goal. And now whistles and a timeout.
Lone Star 2nd charge timeout of the 2nd half.
Well, it does get their offensive lineman back in the game that just came out with their helmet whose helmet just came off.
I mean, you can feel it. Under 7 minutes left to play in this football game. 7-3, as hard as points have been to come by tonight. The next 2 plays may decide the football game.
Exactly. And you're giving your defense some rest with this long drive. So I feel like like you said, these next 2 plays are going to settle the game.
I said next 2. Realistically, the next 3.
Oh, yeah.
2nd down, forthcoming. Down by 4. Field goal does you no good. This is 4-down territory for sure for Frisco Lone Star. They've got 3 shots to gain 5 yards.
And everybody knows who's getting the ball.
That man right there in the middle of your screen, number 2, Ashton Ginty, the senior running back, on his way to Boise State, the national leader in touchdowns, coming into tonight with 39. He'll line up in the slot on the right-hand side as Rangel looks near side for the play.
See if they put him in motion at all, or just have him line up right there.
Rangel in shotgun in an empty set. Looking right side, flushed. Chased by Hill, looking end zone, throws it away.
That was a good job by him, just throwing it away, living to fight another down.
Marquis Hill has been a terror off the edge all night.
He has. Been very disruptive all night. They really avoided running to his side for most of the night, too.
Ginty now in a trips formation to the bottom on the left side. Rangel. Straight snap, looking at him right in his face. Evades it, ball knocked down. Right in his face was Michael G. He and Anthony Hill created a nightmare for Rangel on the blitz immediately.
Yeah, I like what Denton Ryan's coaches are doing right now. They're not going to sit back there and play coverage and let Rangel sit back there and make a decision. They're going to send pressure, make it hard for him.
4th down and goal. Ball sits at the 5-yard line. Lone Star down 4.
I don't like how Lone Star just got Ginty out of the backfield. He's been there all night making plays, and the last 2 plays they decided to put him out wide.
It's hard to wonder why not just hand him the ball 3 straight times and let him get in the end zone. They're going to motion him out once again on 4th and goal. Rangel in an empty set. And just before the snap, Dave Hennigan gets a timeout.
That was a good timeout.
Ryan's first charge timeout. Second half.
It's a good timeout right there by Denton Ryan.
Think about this for a second, just to put in perspective what these defenses have done tonight. Denton Ryan this season scored 55 against Denton, scored 37 against Frisco Centennial, 42 against the Colony, 55 against Heritage, 41 last week against Independence. Frisco Lone Star this year, just 51 against Heritage, 38 against Independence, 42 against Reedy, 72 against Denton, 69 against Centennial, 49 a week ago against the Colony. Midway through the 4th quarter, it's 7-3. The defenses have been exceptional tonight, and Denton Ryan and their defensive coordinator, Aaron De La Torre, in his first year as defensive coordinator, taking over for Shane Tollison, who was hired at Waxahachie to be their head coach, has had his unit ready to play tonight, but this one snap might decide whether you win or lose tonight.
It will. Everything comes down to this, so if you're Frisco Lone Star, you better come out with your best play that you have in your playbook.
4th and goal from the 5. Ginty will be in the slot on the left side in a trips formation. 1 wide receiver to the top, Sequoia in the backfield, and a flag. Are there too many men on the football field?
Illegal substitution. 12 men in formation on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
That is an absolutely brutal penalty and is going to force Lone Star to kick a field goal here. On comes Cody Green. It'll be another 27-yard field goal from just inside the right hash. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is true. And it's 7-6. Lone Star inches closer, but certainly, Julius, not the end of that possession that they wanted in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that was a very sloppy last 3 plays. Come out there and try to pass the ball. You've been running the ball all night very efficiently. Come out there, throw 2 incomplete passes, and then on 4th down, out of a timeout, coming out with 12 men in the huddle or 12 men in the formation. You just can't have that.
Ashton Ginty's stat line tonight: 32 carries, 201 yards. And on 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal, and 4th and goal, they planned to throw the football. Because very clearly they had Ginty out of the backfield. They did have Fogo Sequoia in the backfield to the left of Rangel, so I suppose they could have handed the ball to Sequoia. I imagine, obviously, if they were going to run the ball, they would have had Ginty in the backfield and handed the ball to him. It's really hard to understand why on 2nd and goal from the 5, with 3 shots to get the ball in the end zone, with a guy who's carried for 201 yards tonight, they threw the ball, and were lined up to throw the ball, and then had a penalty and had to kick the field goal. Now do they kick the onside kick here? No, they'll pop it up down the near sideline. Fielded by Chance Rucker. Trying to break free, but cannot.
You see if Frisco Lone Star's defense can do what they've been doing pretty much this entire night besides that first drive.
They have held Denton Ryan scoreless since the opening possession of the football game. Ryan got a couple of big carries from Caleb Hicks, and then Callan Davis hit Marquis Hill for a 3-yard pop pass off the left hash to make it 7-0 with 9:10 in the first quarter. Since then, no one has found the end zone. 7-6 our score. Caleb Hicks with the carry. Give him 2.
Yeah, it's a good stop right there. He looked like initially he had some room to run, but he was able to make a. Who was that? Jacory?
Was it Hargan?
Yeah, I think it was Hargan. Made a really good stop.
Comment from Sanger, Texas says, I'd have handed the ball to number 2 4 times. I don't know how they didn't. 2nd down and 8. Now their defense needs to get a stop, does Lone Star. Ryan trying to salt the game away now. Hicks with the handoff, running far side, stretch play, flag on the play.
Carry made by number 2, Caleb Hicks. Tackle made by number 21.
Clock will stop as they check the flag.
Holding. Offense number 11. 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
I really like how Lone Star adjusted. That's one of the plays that Denton Ryan used the first quarter that gashed him for 10, 15 yards at a time. Really, really good job adjusting.
Another look at the play here as they came far side, and Michael Davis gets called for the hold there on the left side of the frame. Under 6 minutes and moving. 4th quarter on Friday Night Football. Denton Ryan and Frisco Lone Star, 2 of the top 5 teams in the state, 2 bona fide state championship contenders, separated by 1 point. Garyon Robinson with the handoff, trying to break a tackle of Fryman, and Fryman's able to stand him up and take him down.
Yeah, that was a good job right there by Fryman. Those open field tackles are one of the hardest ones to make. He was able to stay with this guy and not get stiff-armed off.
3rd down and 16. They've got to get right to the 40-yard stripe to pick up a first.
Ryan, 2nd charge timeout of the 2nd half.
So now both teams with just 1 timeout remaining. We mentioned it earlier, the streaks that we've seen busted on Friday Night Football this season. Earlier this year, the Argyle Eagles had a very long win streak snapped by Melissa. Last week we saw Prosper take down Allen, a 72-game win streak snapped by the Prosper Eagles. Allen's win streak of 61 games, Argyle's win streak of 61 games snapped in September. Allen's win streak of 72 games snapped last week. These are district win streaks. And Denton Ryan came into tonight with a 47-game district win streak. Right now they lead by 1 with 4:38 to play in the fourth, but facing 3rd down and 16 at their own 24-yard line, trying not to have to punt the ball back to Lone Star and Ashton Ginty in that Rangers offense.
Yeah, especially now that their defense is getting a little bit of rest. They just want to continue this drive. With 2 first downs, this game potentially could be over.
Michael Davis on the little pop pass, and this time Lone Star defends it brilliantly. They had struggled mightily with that play earlier in this football game, but up to the task there, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, they knew the stretch play was coming again. This time, instead of waiting for the blocks, they decided just to attack, be at the point of contact and attack, tackle for a loss.
Zach Riggle, the senior, with the tackle. Jeff Rayburn said, that snap is high. Nice job by Michael Davis to get a hold of it and then unleashes a beauty of a punt. It's not going to take a good bounce for him. Goes directly sideways, but that was nearly, that could have been 2 points in the ball game.
Yeah, that could have been a disaster right there.
That's why you have a wide receiver punt for you.
Yeah, not many punters could have made that play for him. That was a good job right there. Stay under composure, just able to get the ball off, get what you can get.
If Denton Ryan wins this football game, Dave Hennigan's going to point back.
On 4th down. Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes and 53 seconds. 3:53 on the game clock, please.
So I think the officials are estimating how much time would have gone off there. 15 seconds feels like a lot for that punt.
Thank you.
But yeah, like you were saying, if they do come back to win,
you're pointing at that play. 1st and 10 at the 42 for Rangel. Flipping it near side. Braxton complete. Just shy of midfield.
And now if you're Lone Star, you just need to do what you did the last drive.
Yeah.
Should get down the field goal range.
Over 1,700 of you with us right now on the WFAA YouTube channel. Again, please drop a comment in the feed. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're tuning in to see tonight, and please click that like button and the subscribe button, as we will bring you a game here on Friday Night Football on the WFAA Digital Network every Friday night, even as we get into the postseason.
That's easy pitch and catch right there. Guys 10 yards off, just take 2 steps off the line, turn around, let your quarterback put it on you.
2 plays, and they're into Denton Ryan territory. Rangel hands to Ginty, pushing the pile. Falling forward all the way inside the 40 to the 38, a gain of 7.
See, that's what happens when you get those quick hitches on the outside. You're going to have to spread the linebackers out a little bit. That just opens up the run game.
2nd down and 3. Ginty will come to Rangel's left. Under 3 minutes to play. Ginty with the handoff. Breaks a tackle into the second level. Inside the 25. Ginty inside the 20. 1st down, Frisco Lone Star. What a run.
Yeah, he's so powerful. Just able to break through every arm tackle. Legs are always moving. This kid's special.
What a run by the national leader in touchdowns, hunting his first of the day. And it's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. 3 wides to the right for Rangel. Claps to the snap. Ginty with the handoff once again. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Gets a block from Rangel. Ball came out. Ball's loose. Piled on top of it, and it's Denton Ryan football. The Raiders defense makes the play again. 2:03 to play in the 4th, and they strip Ginty of the football.
And guess who it was?
Anthony Hill.
Exactly.
Fighting for extra yards, and you saw it right there. Ripped the ball free of Ashton Ginty, and it's Denton Ryan football.
Man.
Unbelievable. Another look at it here as Hill comes scraping over the top and just rips it loose.
He's been trying to do that all night.
1st and 10 handoff for Hicks. Lone Star with just one timeout.
And that play right there just took the life out of everybody on this Frisco Lone Star sideline.
Gain of 5 on the play there for Hicks. Clock continues to tick now, 1:52 and moving. Lone Star can get the football back, but they cannot allow a first down here for Denton Ryan. Second down and 5. Davis with 2 backs in the backfield with him. Handoff goes to Caleb Hicks. Falls forward to the 27. Clock down to $1:20. This feels very similar to a game from a couple years ago, 2018. Highland Park and Frisco Lone Star played here at the Star. Both teams ranked in the state, and Highland Park won that game 10-7. Points were again exceptionally hard to come by. Lone Star looked like they were in business, in the red zone, in field goal range, time on the clock to work with, and Anthony Hill rips the football away from Ginty. And now, if Denton Ryan can pick up a first down here, that's the ball game.
Ryan's third and final charge timeout of regulation.
We've been talking about it all night, though. Ginty and Anthony Hill, that battle's been how that battle's been going on. And Anthony Hill looked like he came up out on top at the final play.
That has been the battle all night long. 6 in white, 2 in blue. You could even boil the football game down to those 2 kids. That's been the battle all night. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
It has been. Regardless of the lack of points being scored, it's been the part about football I like. It's a chess match between the players and the coaches.
Mm-hmm. Gary Johnson in the comments says Raiders are #1 and will stay there. If they can finish off these 45 seconds, that will remain the case. Denton Ryan has not lost to a 5A football team since the state championship game in 5A D1 in 2019. And that team they lost to is now a 6A football team. So it's been a minute. 3rd down and 2. Lone Star has to get a stop. Hicks with the handoff all day on the outside. First down, Denton Ryan, and the Raiders will stay #1. Flags after the play, I think, will be for a face mask. Certainly won't impact whether this is a first down or not. Caleb Hicks with the carry that will put this one away, and Denton Ryan comes on the road.
Personal foul. Face mask, defense number 15. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. First down.
One kneel down. If Lone Star wants to use their timeout, they can. It won't do them any good. And Denton Ryan will keep their streak alive. A 48th consecutive district win. Callan Davis, the junior quarterback, in shotgun. Victory formation for Denton Ryan. It looks like Lone Star may use that timeout.
Lone Star's third and final charge timeout of regulation.
So Jeff Rayburn's going to make him snap it one more time and do so without incident. You've got the timeout. Why not use it? Why not hope for a Meadowlands miracle or something along those lines to get a fumble on this play or something? But for Frisco Lone Star, that is their only hope at this point. A clean execution of the kneel down here from Callan Davis, and it will be over. And that'll do it. Denton Ryan scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and their defense makes those 7 points stand up 48 consecutive district wins for the Raiders, and a 7th straight district championship. The number 1 team in the state, the defending state champions, go into the playoffs as the number 1 seed.
Tonight's final score, Denton Ryan 7 and Lone Star 6.
What a football game. I won't be surprised if we see these two teams play each other again a few weeks down the road.
Yeah, I know somebody who already wants a rematch.
It will take some doing to get to that point because of how deep and how talented Region 2 is. We talked about that earlier in the broadcast. College Station, the number 2 team in the state, is in that region. Highland Park, the number 3 team in the state, is in that region. Now Lone Star's path to the regional final is going to have to go through potentially both of those 2 football teams. Denton Ryan will have a slightly easier path, but again, we talked about it off the top. The winner of this football game is probably going to get the number 10 team in the state, Magnolia, in the second round. Yeah. That's how deep and ridiculous this district really is. Beg your pardon, Magnolia West, the number 10 team in the state. Magnolia, another good team that is in this district, or in this region, I should say. But number 10, Magnolia West, likely awaits Denton Ryan in the second round of the playoffs. Region 2 is just an absolute gauntlet.
It is.
But all of that said, these two still may be the 2 best teams in that region, and we may see these 2 teams play for a regional final. What would that be? December 3rd, I believe.
And they showed tonight, and so throughout the whole season, they showed that they really had high-powered offense, but they showed tonight that both of them can play really high-level defense.
Really, really high-level defense. That was exceptional. And they both did it in making big plays in big spots.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, they both allowed the other teams to drive on them a little bit. I mean, shoot, Ashton Ginty, you see right there, 35 carries, 227 yards. Yeah, Lone Star drove the football a little bit, but Denton Ryan made the plays in the big spots where it mattered. They made the 4th down stops. They created the turnovers. They had the interception of Rangel, and most importantly, the strip of Ashton Ginty by Anthony Hill that won the football game.
Exactly. So when Frisco Lone Star watches the film tomorrow, there's a lot of plays they left out there that they could have potentially they could have done something different or not done at all. But props to Denton Ryan's defense.
Caleb Hicks leads the way for the Denton Ryan offense, 23 carries for $114. Callan Davis, 15-19 for 142, and the only touchdown in this football game, a 3-yard hookup with Marquis Hill. And that is the difference in the football game. A 1-point win from Denton Ryan, courtesy of a monster night from Anthony Hill. Finished off with the fumble that he forced of Ashton Ginty to win the game on the final drive for Frisco Lone Star. And Denton Ryan finishes the year 9-1, 8-0 in district play, and district champions for the 7th consecutive time. Join us next week on Friday Night Football as we bring you the opening round of the 2021 state playoffs. For our entire Friday Night Football crew, Director Clay Marshall, photographers Dwayne Watkins and Raul Garcia, digital coordinators Nick Blackhall and Alex Cruz back in-house, Julius Lewis alongside. I'm Mike Leslie. So long from Frisco, where the score one final time in a tremendous game. 7-6, Denton Ryan with the win in a rock fight. All our Friday Night Football broadcasts stream live and are archived in perpetuity on the WFAA YouTube channel. This has been a presentation of WFAA TV.